ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Nice to see you, and welcome to What's My Bird. I'm sure you can't possibly hear what I'm saying, but what I have in my left hand, or on my left hand, is a peregrine falcon. The peregrine falcon is an endangered species, and I'm beginning to understand why. Our first contestant. Well, never mind. We'll have to wait. Let me get rid of the bird, then we'll talk. There you go. Okay, there you go. Now let's meet our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Timmy Carlisle. Bill Cullen. Peggy Cash. And Gene Raymer.
Bill Cullen came out and he says, you need some oil on your chicken. Oh, all right. That I learned just then more about falcons than I really care to know. Yeah. Let us now meet our Falcon Authority. Oh.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Heinz Meng.
Number two.
My name is Heinz Meng.
Number three.
My name is Heinz Meng.
And panel, it's your difficult job to find out which one truly is Heinz Meng, and here is his story. I, Heinz Meng, am an ornithologist. As such, I have been conducting a 10-year experiment to save one of the world's endangered species, the peregrine falcon. The peregrine is the most thrilling, most exciting, and most spectacular bird in the air. With its streamlined body and its 3-foot wingspread, the falcon swoops down on its prey at the incredible speed of 200 miles an hour. Remarkably, I have been able to breed these unique birds in captivity. When they reached maturity, I released a pair of them back to the wild, the first time this has ever been done. However, one problem remains. Of the 2 falcons I released, one was killed, one remains missing. The problem I referred to is man. Signed, Heinz Meng. And as the panel prepares to swoop down on our imposters, we'll consult our sponsors and be right back.
I'm Richard Karn, and I love my hose. My hose is lightweight.
Oh, no.
My hose will not kink.
Come on!
And my hose is anti-leak. It ain't those old hoses. This is my hose. The new pocket hose Copper Bullet, now infused with real copper, so your water is always clean and lead-free. Just turn on the water and watch your hose grow and grow to a full-size 3/4-inch hose. It stretches and expands like a rubber band. And when you turn off the water, away it goes, shrinking and squeezing that water out until it's practically bone dry. And that makes it easy to carry and put away. Our new inner tube uses 3 layers of high-strength latex on the inside. Then it's wrapped in a new polymer filament jacket, similar to the technology used in forest fire hoses because it's light and tough. 3 times stronger than the other hoses. It's guaranteed for 10 years. Nearly impossible to tear or snag. And the redesigned connector protector helps stop leaks at the spigot. But my favorite part of our new hose build? The oversized, easy-to-grip fittings. Easy on and off, even with gloves. With more than 100 patents worldwide, it's the best pocket hose in the world. Get the super light 25-foot pocket hose copper bullet today for only $29.99. But wait, call now and get our copper spray nozzle with our exclusive thumb drive free. Simply use your thumb to turn off and on. And with 10 unique patterns,
You'll have a setting for every job.
it's a $30 value, yours free with every 50-foot copper bullet. But it's not available in stores.
This is an exclusive release of our newest pocket hose.
There is a strict limit of 3 per order, so don't wait. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-709-5610 or visit copperbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-5610 or visit copperbullethose.com. Order now.
Pop quiz. StockX is all about the sneakers, streetwear, apparel, accessories, all of the above. From the greatest grails to the latest trends, everything you need is here. Plus, you can trust that every order is StockX verified, backed up by a buyer promise. Ace your style. Level up your back-to-school shopping at StockX. Start shopping today at StockX.com.
Well, now, I'm sure you recall that right across the way from us we have 3 gentlemen, all of them claiming to be Heinz Meng, an ornithologist who has successfully bred the endangered peregrine falcon in captivity. And Peggy Cass, we'll start with you, my dear.
Thank you. Number 3, are they all as talky as that peregrine falcon that was out here?
Well, it depends how hungry they are, really.
Well, he must be starved.
Well, he's looking forward to getting some food.
I think.
See, when they're taken out, they think they're going to get beef fed.
Thank you.
And that's why he's talked so much.
Now, number 2, where did you release the pair of birds?
They were released at the State University College at New Paltz from the faculty tower.
And did they stick around the neighborhood? Is that how they were gotten, or what?
Yes, they stayed around for quite a while until one of them got shot.
Well, now, number 3, why would anybody shoot a peregrine falcon?
Well, because man is a predatory animal.
Well, I know, but that's a sort of a simplification. I want to know why that particular peregrine falcon. Was it after the sheep or something? I mean, did they think it was endangered?
No. I think if man sees a predatory bird flying around, there are a lot of people with guns who'll just go after him.
Number 1, do you? Oh.
Thank you, Peg, and we're going to Gene, please.
That's rotten that someone would shoot a beautiful bird like that.
Yes, indeed.
Number 1, what recommendations do you have to make to eliminate the possibility of these birds becoming extinct?
Well, number 1, DDT has been the main problem in the elimination of the species in this area. The DDT being used on plants, caterpillars eating the plants, small birds such as robins, blue jays, etc., eating the caterpillars, and finally the falcon as a bird of prey going after the birds. Consequently, this
so
is
eliminate,
what wiped it.
elimination
of DDT.
That would help.
Right.
Number 2, what does this falcon eat normally?
Well, out in the wild, they normally eat songbirds. Robins, blue jays, orioles.
Why? Does that, aren't the blue jays then going to become extinct?
No, the prey species have a greater reproductive potential than the predators.
I see. Number 3.
And on down, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
That's fascinating. Number 1, you said that the whole cycle is being interrupted because the blue jays and so forth eat the worms that have the DDT. When the falcons eat the blue jays, do they die from DDT, or do they die because there aren't enough birds around to eat?
No, what happens, the calcium amount in the eggshell itself is lowered so that the eggshell becomes very thin, and when the eggs are, of course, being hatched, the weight of the bird itself crushes it.
I see. Number 3, it says in the affidavit that you bred a pair in captivity, which has never been done before. Did you do anything special that other people should know about to breed them?
Well, no, other people can't really breed them. You know, you have to be licensed to do that. You can't just decide that you're going to breed them.
Why not?
Because they're endangered species, and in order to breed endangered species, you have to be licensed by the Department of the Interior and your own state.
Thank you. Well, number 2, what do you do those?
And that finally takes us to Bill Cullen, please.
Number 2, are the peregrine falcons used today for hunting purposes the way falconers used to use them in old?
Yes, they are. The peregrines plus many other species of hawks are used. The Arabian sheikhs, they love to use peregrines for hunting.
And they are, I'll stay with you then, is the peregrine falcon an endangered species only in this country or all over the world?
No, it's worldwide.
Number 1, what is the peregrine falcon's place in the balance of life as far as, is life being adversely affected, wildlife, because of their disappearance?
Actually, it eliminates the unfit of the other species, such as blue jays, and I don't mean unfit birds, but the ones who are sickly. All of the balance of nature is actually helped by the peregrine falcon and the other predatory birds.
Is there not some trouble, number 3, I'll direct this, with raisers of livestock or farmers in the broad general category who claim that these birds cause them difficulty?
Well, they don't, because they don't go after animals, they go after birds.
All righty, that's all there is on that subject, and it's kind of too bad, but it's time to vote, if you will, panel. And it's got to be a number 1, or a number 2, or a number 3. And to the group...
We need some help.
I know. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. And if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Watch this. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. The problem will disappear before your eyes with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Plexiderm trial. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. There's so much I can sell. Bags, clothes, and even electronics. It's so easy. I can list in 60 seconds or less. I can't imagine a better side hustle.
Take a pea-sized amount. Apply it like a lotion. Pits, under boob, thigh folds, butt cracks, feet. This water-based cream, I'm telling you, it's invisible on the skin. It works like a dream. Why didn't someone think of this sooner?
I have PCOS. It can cause unexplainable weight gain. Having to go through Weight Watchers Clinic and now taking a GLP-1, you just feel that extra level of support. And I'm like 2 pounds away from my goal weight, which is like
$50 for each wrong vote and $500 if nobody comes up with the right. Mr. Ming and Peggy, start, please. If you
Well,
will.
I just thought that bird was one of the most beautiful birds I've ever seen. It's such a wonderful color. But number 3 and 2 are very good, but I voted for number 1 for strange reason. His name is Heinz Meng, and he has an American accent, except he says species, like a German. So I voted for him because his name is Heinz, and he'd say species.
Well, fair enough. All righty, we've got 1, and we're going to go to Gene Rayburn.
He just speaks so plain, that's all. He talks funny, that's all.
He doesn't talk funny at all,
No,
except for
he
speak.
speaks funny.
Very well.
I thought number 2 had some unusual information about the thin calcium deposits in the eggs, and for that reason I voted for him.
So far, we're going down the line, a 1 and a 2, and Kitty
Well,
Carlisle.
it was number 1 who had the information about the thin calcium deposit in the eggs. But I voted for number 2 because he told me a lot of things I didn't know.
Not including the thin calcium in the eggs, however. So we've got a pair of 2s, and we're going to go for Bill Cullen.
My father-in-law's name is Heinz. And for that reason, I voted for number 2.
All right. Seems dubious reasoning, but there you are. It's a vote anyway. 3 of them in the middle, 1 on 1. The votes are all in. Will the real Heinz Ming please stand up, sir?
No.
Yes. Mr. Meng, I understand that you have another project that's in the works right now. Could you tell us what it is and what the name of the university is that you're affiliated with?
Well, I teach at the State University College at New Paltz, New York, and I've just completed a book with a co-author of mine called Falcon's Return, will be published by Morrow this spring, and they'll give the whole story about the wild peregrines and training them and breeding them and reintroducing them.
Well, good luck with him. Now, that was a baby bird that I brought out here comparatively.
Yes.
6 months. You have a mature bird backstage. Would you go and get ready to show it to us? And we'll find out about your imposters. Number 1, what is your name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Jim Mondhank, and I'm the New York sales manager for Structural Concepts Corporation, located in Spring Lake, Michigan.
Clear as a bell. Number 3, sir, tell us about yourself, please.
My name is Peter Rothholtz, and I'm president of Policano Rothholtz, a New York City public relations firm.
Thank you, sir, for being here. Well, now, As I said earlier, we saw the smaller one, which I had thought was made enough noise. Actually, this is a much quieter bird. She is a female, and her name is Lady Jane. And Mr. Meng is going to bring her over here next to me.
Oh, is that beautiful?
Isn't that some bird?
Oh.
Mr. Meng, the bird seems to be chewing on something. It's not your fist, is it?
No, she has a piece of pigeon meat. She prefers pigeon to chicken.
Oh, well, every time, sure. Where do you go about getting... Now, she won't bite you. Look, eats all around his finger. Isn't that strange? Well, she is a beautiful, beautiful bird, and I thank you very much for letting us see her, and thank you very much, Mr. Meng. Thank you, Jack. Oh, yeah, gorgeous sight. Say, you remember those old foreign correspondent movies where the hero was always dressed in a trench coat and he was going through frost and fire and flak to get his story? Well, we always thought that those guys were just movie stuff. We have coming up a real, genuine foreign correspondent, and you wouldn't believe the things that he's been through to get a story. We'll be right back.
You asked for it, and we got it. A full-throttle 3-hour block of Match Game, Match Game, Match Game. Weekdays at 5 on BUZZR. Let's play.
I've shaved every day for 20 years.
A couple times a week.
Just for special occasions. Shaving gets me ready for my day.
I feel more confident clean shaven.
But I'm tired of overpaying for a close shave.
With Harry's, I don't have to. Harry's offers 5-blade closeness and comfort. It's got all the features that I love.
And refills cost as low as $2 each. Only half of what I paid before. It's a premium shaving experience without the premium price tag.
Go to harrys.com/TV to claim your $5 trial.
Home warranty.
Focus.
Yes, focus on an American Home Shield warranty. It can protect your covered home systems and appliances, like this AC, with a repair or replacement.
Yes, thank you.
Home.
It's home, not home.
Yeah, it's home. Pretty sure it's home. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better. It makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor for 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and wireless remote. Call now.
Now let's greet our foreign correspondent.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Noel Barber.
Number 2.
My name is Noel Barber.
Number 3.
My name is Noel Barber.
And here is the exclusive story of Noel Barber. It says, I, Noel Barber, was the chief foreign correspondent for the London Daily Mail. At the time of the Hungarian uprising in 1956, I went to Budapest to file a story. In my book called 7 Days of Freedom, I tell the moment-by-moment happenings of those tragic times. On the 6th day of the ill-fated revolution, I was shot in the head. Luckily, I still managed to flee the country before the Soviet army closed all escape routes. This was not my only injury in the line of duty. I was stabbed 5 times by a man in Casablanca. I have spent 2 months on a floating iceberg near the North Pole. I was the first Englishman to reach the South Pole since Scott, and I walked across the Himalayas into Tibet. Dangerous assignments are a specialty of mine. During the course of my career, I have personally covered 25 wars. Signed, Noel Barber. And I felt proud just to have survived 12 Goodson-Todman Christmas parties. Tell you, some people do live dangerously. Let's go down to Kitty.
Thank you. Number 3, you were in Hungary during the revolution. Who was Bela Kun?
He was the prime minister.
Number 2, what were you doing on an iceberg for 2 months, floating around? What were you looking for? Naughty polar bears?
No, just a story.
What was it?
The story was American scientists who were experimenting with plankton.
And number 1, you were living in some kind of a habitation on the iceberg.
Yes, we had plastic huts.
And number 3, how long did it take you to walk across the Himalayas?
Oh, it took about a month.
And what were you looking for then?
Well, I was looking for the Dalai Lama. There was some rumor that the Chinese were going to invade Tibet, and I was sent by the Daily Mail to get the story.
Well, number 2, why did you have to walk?
Well, there's no other way.
Across the Himalayas?
No.
What about yak back?
No, they can't get the yaks because of the steep ravines and the swinging bridges and so on.
Number 1, what...
All right, that takes us, please, to Bill Cullen.
Number 1, as chief foreign correspondent, are you sent to cover all types of stories, not just necessary military things? Am I correct in that?
That is correct, sir.
Number 3, what's a stringer, as far as you know it?
A stringer?
Yes, sir.
Never heard of it.
Number 2, when was it that you got to the South Pole? It says the first Englishman to reach the South Pole since Scott. When did you go there, sir?
1957.
Number 1, when did you make your trip to the South Pole?
In the spring of 1957.
Number 3, did that have anything at all to do with Admiral Byrd at the time?
No, nothing at all.
What expedition, number 1, what expedition was it that you accompanied to the South Pole in 57?
I actually went to meet Sir Edmund Hillary.
Was it? Thank you.
All righty, and a very astounded-looking Peggy Cass.
Number 1, I never knew Sir Edmund Hillary went to the South Pole.
Yes, you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
You know it now.
Was it a... Number 1, has Mr. Hillary kept it a secret, or has he, or is the word about and I just haven't heard?
Well, he was quite annoyed when I met him. He said, what? He said, the Daily Mail again, because I did actually meet him 20,000 feet high up in the Himalayas some years previous.
Sort of like Mr. Livingston, Dr. Livingston,
Almost.
I presume. Well, now, number 1, why did you get shot in the head? What had you been doing?
Well,
being
that
sassy.
was really a case of mistaken identity. The Russians did that, and sadly, I did wind up with 52 stitches in my head, and I managed to escape within about 4 days of my wound.
Well, that's really terrific. Now, number 3, why were you stabbed 5 times in Casablanca?
Oh, good question, but we got a buzzer. We're going to go to Gene.
Yeah, number 3. This guy who kept stabbing you in Casablanca. I mean, after the second time, how come you didn't leave town?
Well, we had to get the story through. And
he kept stabbing you and you said, just one more question.
Well, they were stabbing Frenchmen right, left, and centre, and they mistook me for a Frenchman.
He mistook you for a Frenchman?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I stab a Frenchman every week. Number 2, do you happen to know where Reuters is in London?
Yes, in Fleet Street.
Thank you. Number 1, you had 52 stitches in your skull.
Yes, indeed.
That's from one...
Without anesthetic.
Without what?
Without anesthetic.
They just sewed you up and you
Yes,
kept
indeed.
hollering and...
Yes, sir.
You're a brave man. Have you got all your hair, number 1?
Just a little bit.
Number 2, where are you employed now? Are you still in the newspaper world?
No.
And...
On that note, we stop. No more questions. Time to ballot. Make up your minds. Tough team. Is it number 1?
They are a tough team.
Or is it number 2? Or is it number 3? Without consulting amongst yourselves, mark your ballots independently, if you will. And we start with Kitty, please.
Oh, it's very difficult. I honestly don't know. I think number 3 looks like a newspaper man, and so I voted for him.
You usually have a sharp eye for writers.
Well, I'm not
All
sure
right.
this time.
There's a 3. And Bill Cullen.
Ever since front page closed the first time, newspapermen don't look like newspapermen anymore. I like number 3, but stringer is a common newsman term, and he didn't either know it or care about it. It was between number 1. Number 1 handled himself so beautifully. I'm going to vote for number 1.
All righty, we got a pair of bookends, 1 and a 3. And Peggy, why are you looking so inordinately proud of yourself?
Oh, I don't know who it is. I just
You
know
know?
what, no. But number 1 has the biggest head, so 57 stitches would fit on it.
Let's not get personal now.
And
We
number
may
3
start talking about mouths, you know.
And number 3, you did, I thought it was you when you walked out, but you know something about number 2?
What?
He would really, he looks more like those books by, you know that fellow who writes those
Carre.
books. Yeah, he looks like a spy person like John le Carre would write about, you know, so I voted for him. He can get away with it. He's...
Everybody has got one. Gene Rayburn, you're going to have to tell us what you
listen,
think.
You know, just listening to my colleagues here, none of us really has any good reasons. These guys, I think, stumped us.
That's
So
right.
we're all guessing.
I think that's
And
true.
anybody who can teach Peggy Cass anything has got my vote as number 1 guy.
Number 1, that's the one that you've got up there. All right, sir, that's the way they go. The votes are in with the real. Noel Barber, please stand up.
It's number 2. I knew it.
It's a good team over there. Good team. Let's find out who we all are. Number 1, what is your name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Gerard Hackabard. I'm a vice president of Cushman & Wakefield Real Estate Company.
Good to have you with us. Number 3, I agree with Kitty. You do indeed have the look of a writer. What is your real name? What do you do?
My name is Harold Saxby. I'm the Anglican rector of St. Paul's, Jarrow, home of the Venerable Bede, a church 1,300 years old.
Good merciful heaven. Noel Barber is only a chance to glance through. It's one of the most exciting books I've encountered in some time. Thank you very much for bringing you and it to us. Thank you. Thank you.
Look at you. You're doing everything you can to get your blood pressure in check. You're exercising, you're eating right, and now you have SuperBeets Heart Chews by Human on your side too. Paired with a healthy lifestyle, SuperBeets Heart Chews polyphenol compound is 2 times more effective at promoting normal blood pressure, which means more energy, better circulation, and blood pressure support that is easy and convenient. In a leading clinical study, SuperBeets Heart Chews polyphenol compound was shown nearly 2 times as effective at promoting normal blood pressure as a healthy lifestyle alone. So double your potential with SuperBeets Heart Chews by Human. Just 2 delicious pomegranate berry chews a day support nitric oxide production, healthy blood pressure, blood flow, and heart-healthy energy. Plus, they're plant-based and gluten-free. What are you waiting for? Join the millions of people that have put SuperBeets blood pressure support supplements to the test. Get a free month's supply plus free shipping on all bundles at superbeets.com.
To improve your digital security, just turn on NordVPN. Guard yourself from data snoopers, encrypt your online traffic, and block malicious sites. Get the deal now.
Certain that's just the wind? Mm-hmm. Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Be for imprint certain your promo products will arrive on time. It's guaranteed. Visit forimprint.com.
For imprint, for certain.
Vinci gave me twice the pits and private parts, which makes me smell twice as bad.
A PU?
That's why I use Mando whole body deodorant. The manly deodorant for all the manly crevasses of my manly body.
Mando, he smells good.
Mando doesn't just block odor all day. It controls odor for 72 hours. With cologne quality scents. Roma wasn't built in a day, but with Mando, you can smell good for 3 of them. So if you want to smell better naked, then go to shopmando.com today.
Back to school is back.
This is exciting.
It's a week of students who are not afraid of a pop quiz.
You got the bank.
Starts August 12th on BUZZR. Let's play.
Well, I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves with us today. I've had a great time. Once in a while, we have an exceptionally fine show, and I think this while was what our once was in. That makes a sentence today. Thank you.
Terrific.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Hudson, Bill Topman production.